Peace and serenity. That's all I want is peace and serenity. You know, everyone lately, it seems like everyone lately, all they want to do is fight each other. And it's really sad. And it seems like people have gotten so like, and this is just how I'm seeing society right now. But it seems like people lately, they've forgotten how to be kind, how to forgive. A lot of these people call themselves evangelicals. And I'm just wondering what is going on with the human psyche where people think it's okay to just constantly go back and forth, you know, or stalk someone or be mean or crude to someone. You know, and I'm not saying I'm perfect at that, because I'm obviously not perfect at that. But, like, so many people now go out of their way just to, like, hurt someone. I guess it's because with social media, it's so easy to do. But me, I don't have, like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's like, how do you explain it? Like, not wanting to hurt anyone or say bad things about people or anything like that. Like,
Well, I mean, that's Christian.
yeah, it's just, like,
You don't want to do any harm. I mean,
yeah,
that's pretty simple.
like, so many people now are so reactive and, like, they constantly are, like, it almost seems like they're addicted to having like, negative stimuli.
They get dopamine hits from being mad.
Yeah, I think they do get dopamine hits. It makes them feel powerful, especially when they're around a group. And they think they're powerful because they're within a group. And to me, it's like, if you're so powerful, why are you in a group?
They're addicted to being outraged and mad.
Yeah, but it's always like this weird false outrage that people have. And, like, almost like they get fake mad just so, like, I don't know, maybe there was, like, a time where it just felt good getting things off your shoulders. But, like, there comes to a point where it's like you're never going to get that positive stimuli again than the first time you initially got that stimuli of, you know, reaction. And I'm only saying that because that's how addiction works. Is like the first time's always the amazing time, so you're constantly trying to get back to that, like, first time where the experience was, you know, amazing. It usually never goes to that, because it just doesn't. I just really, like, everyone, like, claims they want peace in the world, but yet they don't want to be the peace that is within the world. You know what I mean? You know, it just, it like, there comes a point in your life where it's like attacking people needs to stop. Like, you're like becoming a monster when you feed that negative stimuli. I guess like the best way I could say it is like bad company corrupts good manners. You know, like if you're starting to notice yourself get angry, and it's probably best to like separate. Like I just don't want to deal with like this back and forth thing. I don't. And I'm not going to. It's not healthy. And I wish more people would realize that fighting, being divisionary and spiteful to people and all of that, and not forgiving other people, it doesn't do you any good at the end of the day, except makes you miserable. Even though like you get addicted to hating that certain someone, I just believe in trust in Jesus when he says love others, you know. There's no angle. It's just loving your enemy, loving your neighbor, loving yourself. All of that is a reflection of loving Jesus. All of it. And there comes a point in your life where you realize at your age you should choose your battles. You don't have to jump into battle with anyone. And I think at trying to think, let me see, I'm bringing out my Bible. I think it's Proverbs 6:16. Let me see. Oh. What do I have here? I know, right? We better read that later.
Probably.
See, this is something that like people need to know. Yeah, it's Proverbs 6:16 through 19, okay? It says, "These 6 things doth the Lord hate. Yea, 7 are an abomination unto him." Like, if you love Jesus, you wouldn't do any of this stuff. A proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood. A heart that deviseth wicked imaginations. Feet that be swift in running to mischief. That's basically what a lot of people on the internet are doing, is their feet are being swift into running into mischief and going on these like cancel cultures and hating on people and treating people like they aren't deserving of a prosperous, wonderful life. I you know, you just like, you don't like someone, but at the same time, like, do you look at your own behavior to see that how you're doing it with Ron. Like, you can't, like, I know a lot of people say fight fire with fire, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I know that. But it's like, Jesus Christ said, don't fight evil with evil, fight evil with good. You know? The positive will always equal out the negative. So you bless those who persecute you. You know, going and attacking everyone that thinks differently than you is really just immature. And you really haven't learned how to share in this world. People are going to think differently. People are going to see things that other people don't. And people, you know, are going to have their checks and balances always. You know, the reason why Jesus said, let the evil be wicked, is because eventually their downfall from their evil deeds are going to be a learning lesson. You know what I mean? Like, we're still like babies in a lot of ways as adults. You know, a lot of people have to fall a bunch of times in order to learn. But eventually, the point is, eventually they do learn. They do learn. Me, I just wish I'd see more and more people taking care of each other and loving each other. And learning to have compassion and empathy toward others. I'd really like to see that. I'd really love to see that, actually. Like, people are actually doing good in the world. Not trying to, like, destroy each other because one person has another gripe over another. I don't know. I just, like, when I read in the Bible, you know, forgive. For if, like, I listened to this warning clear in the Bible. It's forgive. You know, if you won't forgive others, Jesus won't forgive you. You know, God won't forgive you if you don't forgive others, because God meets you at your own judgment. So if you're not being very forgiving and you're not letting things go after the person's, like, repented, moved on with their life and whatnot, whatever it is that you're holding a gripe for, God's not going to forgive you for your downfalls, for your misgivings that everyone does. We're not perfect on this earth. We never will be. But we certainly can try to go down that straight and narrow to be good toward others. It's what I practice. You know, I don't know. Maybe it's just like some people just don't really know who I am. And they have this, like, false narrative of what kind of person I am. I don't know. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. What does matter, though, is that Jesus is Lord. And he's showing what's going to happen more and more, you know? And he blesses those who blesses others. You know, if you're not blessing people and all you're doing is like cursing people, God's going to curse you, and it's not going to be pretty. It's just not. But whatever. I just, like, seriously, I just want people to be good to each other. I want people to care about each other again. You know, I remember, like, in the 90s, people actually cared about another person. And it's just like, I don't get it. It's like you see someone that's having a dark point in their life and it's just nothing but condemnation. No building another person up, just condemnation. I wouldn't like being treated that way. I know certainly a lot of people wouldn't like to be treated that way, with condemnation after they fell. Not like, dude. Alright, well, tomorrow's another day. You know, try better next time, you know. I don't know, I just wish people had more of a mentality like that, if you get my drift. I don't know. I just want people to be happy. You know, we already have enough things in this world to worry about. Like, why make someone's life worse by saying a mean word or... It's not worth it. I know it's not worth it. But, I guess I could say is, like, I'm not gonna fight. There's no point in fighting. There's no point in stressing over it. I have a life to live. I have a husband to love. I have Kit Kats to love. I have my children to love. I don't know how many times I have to tell people to be good. I feel like Noah saying, like, it's gonna flood, get on the boat. It's gonna flood, get on the boat. They don't get on the boat. They just laugh and point their fingers. If only those people got on the boat, they would have been alive. Well, Jesus did say it'd be like the days of Noah. And it is. With a bunch of people. Days of Noah. Where hatred took over man's heart. Kind of similar to what's been going on with a lot of people. Just hatred. Because of hatred is the reason why I stay being an independent and not going Democrat or Republican, because it's like they just, instead of working together, they just punch each other in the faces, and it's like, can we just work together? Can we just, like, put our issues aside and actually work together as a society? And instead of, I guess, for ego's sake, punching people in the face. I don't know. I want peace. I've been wanting peace for a long time. And the more I spend my life away from people, the more I realize how wonderful peace is. The more I realize that fighting with people and being nasty with people, it's not worth it. I like to build people up, not break them down. Feels better in here, you know what I mean? Hopefully humans will get it someday. Hopefully. Maybe. You've got me to a point where I have this doubt in me, you know what I mean, that you'll actually as a human get it right and be human and generous and kind and oh well. A girl can dream. Peace, Maranatha.